Ladies and gentlemen, all right, everyone, let's cut the BS and have a real talk. How many of you are living the life you actually want? Or are you just going through the motions, waiting for something to magically change? The harsh truth is, change doesn't happen by accident. It requires a conscious decision and relentless effort. And if you keep putting it off, guess what? You'll wake up one day filled with regret, wondering where all the time went. Seriously, look around you. Life is passing us by fast. We're so busy chasing the next paycheck, scrolling through social media, and numbing ourselves with distractions that we forget to actually live. We forget to invest in ourselves, to heal our wounds, and to become the people we're truly capable of being. How many more birthdays are you willing to waste feeling unfulfilled? How many more opportunities are you going to let slip through your fingers because you're too afraid to take a chance? It's easy to make excuses. I'm too busy, I'm not ready yet, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes, does it? Stop waiting for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. We often convince ourselves that once the stars align or circumstances improve, then we'll take action. We say, I'll start working out when I'm less busy, or I'll pursue my passion once I save more money. But here's the harsh truth. There will never be a flawless moment where everything falls neatly into place. Life is unpredictable, messy, and full of challenges. If you keep waiting for perfection, you'll be stuck in the same spot year after year, wondering where the time went. The perfect moment isn't a matter of timing. It's about deciding that now is enough. When you wait for ideal conditions, you're allowing fear and doubt to dictate your actions. You're giving power to excuses and letting them control your destiny. I'm not ready, I need more time, or I'm too old, are just lies you tell yourself to justify staying comfortable. But comfort is the enemy of growth. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the harder it becomes to break free. You'll watch opportunities pass by, seeing others achieve what you once dreamed of simply because they chose to act while you hesitated. If you want to fix your life, you have to start before you feel ready. It's about embracing the discomfort of uncertainty and trusting that you'll figure it out as you go. Taking action doesn't require perfection. It requires courage. It means moving forward despite your fears and doubts. It's about doing the best you can with what you have right now. You don't need to have all the answers, the perfect plan, or the most resources. What you need is the willingness to start and the determination to keep going. When you begin before you're ready, you build momentum. One small step leads to another, and suddenly you're making progress. That progress fuels motivation and confidence, pushing you to go further than you ever thought possible. Stop waiting for permission to change your life. No one is going to give you a green light. No one is going to rescue you or magically present the perfect opportunity. You have to create it. The longer you wait, the more you allow procrastination and fear to steal your potential. Time is not on your side. Every day you wait is a day you'll never get back. The regret of wasted time is far more painful than the fear of starting. You don't want to look back years from now and wish you had been braver, bolder, or more decisive. It's okay to start small. It's okay to be scared, but it's not okay to do nothing. Fixing your life requires action, and the only time to act is now. Start messy, start uncertain, start without a guarantee of success, but start, because the sooner you take that first step, the sooner you'll break free from the cycle of waiting and finally begin to build the life you deserve. Take responsibility for your life because no one else will do it for you. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for the things that aren't going right. We convince ourselves that we're victims of life, that external forces are the reason we're stuck. But this mindset keeps you powerless, trapped in a cycle of excuses and inaction. If you want to fix your life, you must first accept that you are responsible for where you are right now. Every decision you've made has led you here, and every choice you make moving forward will shape your future. Until you take ownership of your actions, nothing will change. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your partner, not your friends, and certainly not some magical opportunity that suddenly makes everything better. Waiting for someone else to fix your problems is a recipe for disappointment. Even if people want to help you, they can't do the work for you. Only you can break your bad habits. Only you can change your mindset. And only you can take the steps needed to build the life you want. The sooner you realize that you are your own hero, the sooner you'll stop looking for external solutions to internal problems. It's not about blaming yourself for everything that's gone wrong. Life throws curveballs that are beyond your control, and you didn't choose every hardship you faced, but you are responsible for how you respond to those challenges. You can either let them define you, or you can rise above them. Taking responsibility means no more excuses. It means facing your fears, acknowledging your mistakes, and doing the hard work to grow beyond them. It's about recognizing your power to change your circumstances instead of feeling helpless. Accountability is the foundation of growth. When you own your actions and decisions, you take back control. You stop feeling like life is happening to you and start realizing that life is happening because of you. If you're unhappy with your job, it's your responsibility to find a better one or develop new skills. If your relationships are toxic, it's on you to set boundaries or walk away. If you're not in good health, you must take charge of your lifestyle choices. The life you're living is the result of your decisions. If you want a different outcome, you need to make different choices. This isn't easy. It requires brutal honesty with yourself. It means admitting where you've been lazy, fearful, or undisciplined. It means facing the uncomfortable truth that you are the common denominator in your problems. But this truth is also liberating, because if you created the mess, you can also clean it up. You have the power to learn, adapt, and grow. You are capable of more than you think. But nothing will change unless you take responsibility for making it happen. Stop waiting for someone to rescue you. Stop blaming others for your circumstances. You are the architect of your life. Every day, you have the opportunity to make choices that bring you closer to the person you want to be. But you have to decide to take control. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. Fix yourself before it's too late, because no one else is going to do it for you. Motivation is a myth. It's a feeling that comes and goes, often leaving you stranded when you need it the most. If you're waiting for motivation to strike before you take action, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, motivation follows action, not the other way around. If you want to fix your life before it's too late, you need to start moving, even when you don't feel like it. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most crucial. Once you get started, momentum builds and motivation catches up. Too many people wait to feel inspired before they change their lives. They say, I'll start when I feel ready, or I'll wait until I'm motivated. But readiness never comes, and motivation is fleeting. The harsh truth is that change is uncomfortable, and your mind will always find reasons to stay in the comfort zone. It will tell you that you're too tired, too busy, or too overwhelmed. But these are just excuses designed to keep you safe from discomfort. If you let these excuses control you, you'll remain stuck, watching time slip away while your dreams and goals fade into the background. The only way to break this cycle is to take action first. Action creates momentum, and momentum generates motivation. When you start doing something, no matter how small, you engage your mind and body, you shift from passive thinking to active doing, and this shift triggers a sense of accomplishment. Even minor progress releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that reinforces positive behavior. This is how motivation is born, not from sitting around waiting for inspiration, but from taking that first step. The power of action is incredible. It overrides procrastination, fear, and self-doubt. When you act, you prove to yourself that you're capable. You start to see results, no matter how small, and those results fuel your motivation to keep going. It's like pushing a stalled car. Getting it moving takes a lot of effort, but once it's rolling, it becomes easier to keep it in motion. The same goes for your life. The initial push is tough, but once you gain momentum, everything becomes more manageable. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for a bus that may never come. You don't need motivation to start. You need discipline. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when you're tired. Discipline is what makes you show up even when you don't feel like it. And once you show up, the magic happens. The task that seemed impossible starts to feel doable. You gain confidence, learn new things, and grow stronger. That's when motivation starts to appear, not before, but during the process. If you want to fix your life before it's too late, stop giving yourself permission to wait. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel motivated. You just need to take action, no matter how small. If you want to get in shape, start by taking a walk around the block. If you want to start a business, make that first phone call or draft a rough business plan. If you want to improve your relationships, reach out and start a conversation. Don't overthink it. Just take the first step and then the next and the next. The beauty of action is that it kills fear. Most of our fears are exaggerated in our minds, growing larger the longer we avoid them. But when you confront your fears with action, they shrink. You realize that they were never as big as you imagined. Each step forward builds your confidence and reduces your anxiety. You start to believe in yourself because you see yourself doing the hard things. This belief is far more powerful than any temporary burst of motivation. Motivation is unreliable, but action is consistent. When you take action, you take control. You create your own momentum, your own motivation, and your own success. You stop waiting for the perfect moment because you realize that the perfect moment is now. Every day you delay is another day wasted. Time doesn't wait for motivation, and neither should you. The clock is ticking, and the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to change. Your life won't fix itself, and no one else will fix it for you. If you want to change, you have to act, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's scary, and especially when you don't feel like it. Because once you take action, everything starts to shift. Your mindset changes, your confidence grows, and your motivation builds. Stop waiting. Start doing. Fix yourself before it's too late, because the only way out is through action. Comfort is seductive. It's warm, familiar, and safe. It's the place where you don't have to face challenges or risk failure. But comfort is also a trap. It keeps you stuck, repeating the same routines and patterns day after day. If you're not careful, you'll spend your entire life in this cycle of comfort, never growing, never changing, and never reaching your full potential. If you truly want to fix yourself before it's too late, you have to break free from this cycle. You have to push through discomfort and stop making excuses that justify staying where you are. Excuses are the chains that keep you locked in your comfort zone. They sound reasonable, even logical. I'll start tomorrow. I'm too tired. I don't have enough time. It's too risky. But these excuses are lies you tell yourself to avoid discomfort. They're a way of protecting yourself from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown. The more you listen to these excuses, the stronger they become. They convince you that staying comfortable is the safest choice, but in reality, it's the most dangerous. Staying comfortable means staying stagnant. It means settling for mediocrity instead of striving for greatness. It means watching others grow, succeed, and live fulfilling lives while you remain stuck, dreaming about what could have been. Time passes whether you take action or not. If you continue to choose comfort, you'll look back one day and realize that you've wasted years making excuses instead of making progress. Regret is far more painful than discomfort. Growth comes from discomfort. Every meaningful achievement in life requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Whether it's starting a new career, building a relationship, learning a new skill, or pursuing a dream, growth only happens when you push yourself beyond what feels safe and easy. Discomfort is the price of growth. It's the resistance you must overcome to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. If you avoid discomfort, you avoid growth. It's that simple. To break the cycle of comfort and excuses, you have to change your mindset. Stop seeing discomfort as something to fear and start seeing it as a sign of progress. When you feel uncomfortable, it means you're challenging yourself. It means you're moving beyond your limits and expanding your potential. Instead of avoiding discomfort, lean into it. Embrace it as a necessary part of growth and transformation. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Start by recognizing your excuses for what they are. self-imposed limitation. Every time you catch yourself making an excuse, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just a way of staying comfortable? More often than not, you'll realize that your excuses are just fears disguised as logic. When you expose them, they lose their power over you. Once you stop believing your excuses, you can start taking action, even when it's uncomfortable. Action is the antidote to excuses. The moment you take action, you break the cycle of comfort. You prove to yourself that discomfort won't kill you, that you're capable of more than you thought. Each step forward builds your confidence and makes the next step easier. You begin to see discomfort not as something to avoid, but as a necessary step toward growth and success. The more you practice stepping out of your comfort zone, the more resilient you become. The cycle of comfort and excuses is powerful, but it's not unbreakable. It starts with a choice to prioritize growth over comfort, progress over excuses, and action over inaction. No one else can make this choice for you. No one else can push you out of your comfort zone. You have to do it yourself, and you have to do it now. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to change. If you don't break this cycle, you'll remain trapped, repeating the same patterns year after year. Your dreams will stay just dreams, and your potential will go unrealized. You'll continue to make excuses, justifying why it's not the right time, why you're not ready, why it's too difficult. But deep down, you'll know the truth. You're staying comfortable because it's easier than facing discomfort. Fixing yourself before it's too late means choosing discomfort now to avoid regret later. It means breaking free from the cycle of comfort and excuses, even when it's scary, even when it's hard. Growth requires courage. It requires you to face your fears, challenge your excuses, and take action despite the discomfort. But once you do, you'll discover that the life you've always wanted is waiting on the other side of your comfort zone. Time is the most valuable resource you have, yet it's also the one thing you can never get back. Every second that passes is gone forever, and no amount of money or power can reverse it. This reality is harsh, but it's also the wake-up call you need. If you don't make changes today, you risk living the same unfulfilling year repeatedly, watching your dreams slip away as time marches on. The harsh truth is that tomorrow isn't guaranteed, and the longer you wait, the less time you have to become the person you truly want to be. Too many people live as if they have all the time in the world. They procrastinate, delay, and make excuses, convincing themselves that they'll get to it someday. But someday is a lie. It's a convenient way to avoid discomfort, fear, and uncertainty. It's a way to justify staying in your comfort zone and continuing with the same routines and habits that are keeping you stuck. But the days turn into weeks, the weeks into months, and before you know it, another year has passed and nothing has changed. The danger is not just in wasting time, it's in becoming comfortable with mediocrity. Every day you choose not to take action, you're choosing to stay exactly where you are. You're choosing to let time slip by without progress or growth. The dreams you once had start to fade, replaced by resignation and regret. You begin to accept the idea that this is all there is, that your life is destined to stay the same. But it's not time that's holding you back. It's your own inaction. Time is neutral. It moves forward no matter what you do. It's up to you to decide whether you use it wisely or waste it. The only way to fix yourself before it's too late is to take action now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday, now. This very moment is the only time you can control. It's the only opportunity you have to change your life's trajectory. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. There will always be obstacles, challenges, and uncertainties. There will never be a right time to start. You have to decide that now is the time, despite the fears and doubts that try to hold you back. Time waits for no one, and the future is promised to no one. You don't know how much time you have left, and you can't afford to waste another day living below your potential. Regret is born from the chances you didn't take, the dreams you didn't chase, and the changes you were too afraid to make. Imagine looking back on your life and realizing that you could have been so much more, done so much more, if only you had acted sooner. That's the pain of regret, and once it sets in, it's too late to change. The clock is ticking, whether you acknowledge it or not. Every day is an opportunity to get closer to your goals, to become the person you want to be, and to create the life you truly desire. But it's up to you to seize that opportunity. If you don't, you'll continue to live the same day over and over, stuck in a cycle of excuses, comfort, and stagnation. Your dreams will remain just that, dreams. And one day, you'll wake up and realize that it's too late to change. The only way to avoid this fate is to act now. Stop waiting for the stars to align or for the fear to disappear. Start before you're ready, before you have everything figured out. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Every action you take brings you closer to your goals and farther away from the regret that comes from inaction. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to start. Time is limited, but your potential is limitless if you're willing to act now. No one achieves greatness in isolation. No matter how strong or determined you think you are, trying to fix yourself and change your life all on your own is a heavy burden. The truth is, you need people in your corner. People who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself, who push you to keep going when you feel like giving up, and who hold you accountable to your goals and commitments. Surrounding yourself with the right support system isn't just helpful, it's essential if you want to succeed before it's too late. Too often, people struggle alone, thinking that seeking help is a sign of weakness. They try to fight their battles in silence, feeling isolated and overwhelmed. But no one is meant to carry the weight of the world alone. Even the most successful people lean on others for guidance, encouragement, and support. They understand that growth is a team effort, not a solo mission. If you're serious about fixing yourself and changing your life, you need to find your tribe, those who uplift you and push you to be the best version of yourself. The people you surround yourself with have a powerful influence on your mindset and actions. If you're constantly around negativity, doubt, and criticism, it's only a matter of time before you start internalizing those voices. You'll begin to question your abilities, doubt your dreams, and lose the motivation to take action. But when you're surrounded by positivity, ambition, and encouragement, your perspective shifts. You start believing in yourself, taking risks, and pushing through challenges because you know you have people cheering you on. A supportive community doesn't just cheer for your successes. They also hold you accountable. They don't let you settle for less than you're capable of or allow you to make excuses. They remind you of your goals and push you to keep going even when it's hard. This accountability is crucial because it keeps you honest and focused. It's easy to let yourself off the hook or procrastinate when no one is watching, but when you have people expecting you to follow through, you're far more likely to stay committed. Finding the right support system requires intention and effort. It means surrounding yourself with people who share your values, understand your struggles, and genuinely want to see you succeed. These are the ones who celebrate your wins without jealousy and help you back up when you fall. They don't just tell you what you want to hear, they tell you what you need to hear, even if it's uncomfortable. Their honesty is rooted in love and a genuine desire to see you grow. If you're serious about fixing yourself before it's too late, you need to let go of toxic relationships that drain your energy and hold you back. Distance yourself from those who belittle your dreams, dismiss your progress, or constantly bring negativity into your life. It's not easy to cut ties, especially with people you've known for a long time, but your growth and well-being must come first. You can't soar if you're constantly weighed down by others' limitations and doubts. On the other hand, actively seek out those who inspire you and challenge you to grow. Connect with like-minded individuals who are on a similar journey of self-improvement and growth. Whether it's through mentorship, networking, or joining supportive communities, finding the right people can make all the difference. Their experiences and insights can provide valuable guidance, and their encouragement can keep you going even when the road gets tough. You can't do this alone. No one can. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, believe in your potential, and push you to keep moving forward. Time is ticking and the stakes are high. If you don't fix yourself now, you risk living the same unfulfilling life year. But with the right support system, you'll have the strength, courage, and accountability you need to break through your limitations and become the person you're meant to be. So let's be clear. The time for excuses is over. The time for waiting is done. Now is the moment to take control and fix what's broken inside of you. Because here's the undeniable truth. You deserve a life filled with purpose, passion, and joy. Stop letting fear and self-doubt hold you captive. Stop wasting another precious year. Embrace the challenge. Take that first step and commit to fixing yourself. The world needs the best version of you, the one who is confident, empowered, and living life to the fullest. Don't wait until it's too late. Start today. Thank you.